I loved you guys before I even knew you, and I'm glad that your time with us was not spent in pain. So I came home today after work, and underneath the brooder I saw a little chickie head and little chickie feet sprayed out, and I knew immediately that we had lost one. I guess I'm documenting this to show you that it happens, and sometimes loss is more expected in these little chicks. But when I got home today, oh, my heart was broken because it was our little, I think it was the blue Orpington, beautiful, light, gray, nothing was wrong with her. But this morning, we left, she was fine. We checked on them, cleaned up everything, make sure all of them ate and drank. And today I came home and she had passed. So that was really hard. One of our other little white Plymouth Rocks, I showed you guys in the last video, in the first video. And she was the runt from the very beginning. And when I lifted the brooder, she was still standing, which I was really surprised about because last night she looked very frail and we were giving her drips. I got a little glass dropper and we were dropping yogurt mixed with water, also egg yolk mixed with water because she couldn't really peck, and she lit up. She was bright after that. I was like, okay, like I think she's gonna make it. And this morning when I checked on him, she was still a little wobbly on her feet, but she looked okay. And I got home and I lifted the brooder. I had to cover the other baby dead chick because I never dealt with this sort of thing before. So I just had to wait. I had to get them all out, clean up everything, and I picked her up. And unfortunately, we did name the chicks. We should not have. I wouldn't if I were you. It's only day 3. But I picked her up and she was very frail. I picked her up and saw her little head and got like the dropper, and she was not responsive like she was last night. And I said, okay, I don't think she's gonna make it. So instead of like force feeding her or dipping her head in water and hoping that she drank something, I could tell she was in her last moment. So I just kind of held her while I was cleaning up everything still. So I did have to put her down. I put her in like a little towel to keep her warm. But I did see her, struggling to breathe, and her chirp was very hoarse. When I put her down, she was laid to rest. It took her about 5 minutes to go, but I had to attend to my living chicks, right? But just know if you're going through this, I'm not an expert, obviously I'm not an expert, but these sort of things happen, and take care in what you can control, right? And enjoy the lives that are still with you. Remember those that have passed. And I'm talking about this in a very simple, I'm talking about chicks, okay? But know that my heart does hurt. So if you feel silly because you're getting attached to these little things and you don't mind eating chicken nuggets or a roast chicken every now and then, you're not a hypocrite. You're doing the best that you can. These animals aren't suffering underneath your care. And I don't want to lose any more chickens. I was like, if I lose another one, I'm giving somebody these chickens because my heart can't take it. But we'll see. Thanks. So yesterday after our losses, we looked at our setup and we decided to purchase a heat lamp. I don't think the brooder by itself is warm enough for these little baby chicks. I don't want to lose any more chicks due to circumstances that we can control. This girl right here, she's a little lethargic, a little too weak on her feet, so I'm keeping an eye on her. But we're making sure that they're nice and warm. The side near the heat lamp is around 95 degrees. Right here, it says the side on the other side, opposite of the heat lamp, is sitting around 90. Maybe a little over 85. Right this second, it's about 80, so I'm glad that it gives my chickies a little bit of room to cool off if they need to. I know they don't need much cooler than that, but they seem to be loving it. They're on top of the brooder, closer to the heat lamp, nice and warm, sprawled out. So I'm really happy about that. This is the heat lamp that we got. It was about $10 at Lowe's. That setup actually right there is from Tractor Supply, and that was another $16. And we have it set up on a laptop stand, anchored by a printer. Do what you gotta do, right? But yeah, these guys are really happy. It's closer to the heat lamp right there. That's actually where the heat is hitting directly. And then, of course, like I said, that's the area that we have for them to cool off if they need to. The 2 thermometers really do help. And my little puppies have been very, very well behaved. Very happy with them.